will you mess around with my heart? I could sing sometimes, especially when I'm in the shower. I can hit them notes to the highest float. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can break this down. I can break it down. Break it down. Break it down to the ground. Break it down. Oh, I gotta like. Frizzy, we gotta like. Where are you? Did it. Diddy didn't do it. Diddy's in jail without no bail. He's going to. Y'all already know. Cat and dog, good night, boo. Hey, boo. How you, boo? One of my favorite people, cat and dog. Cat and dog, I need you to put a lollipop in the chat. I want to see lollipops in the chat. That is my sweet tooth signature emoji. I need to see a lollipop because I like licking lollipops, okay? Now, for real, you know what I came on here for? It's a damn shame. I'm going to tell you like this. This is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing that Clarissa Shields' sister is afraid that, thank you, cat and dog, because you are my sweet treat. Okay, cat and dog, you are my sweet treat. That part. Okay. My unique sweet treat, might I add. I'm gonna lick you all over. I'm gonna lick you all over, my favorite cat and dog. I'm just joking. No, but this is what I heard, right? This is no cat. I heard that Clarissa Shields' sister is afraid because she's saying that she's trying to sacrifice her. You know what I'm saying? How the industry do. And I'm gonna tell you why she think that. Clarissa, I'm gonna tell you why she think that. I was gonna put Clarissa in the but I don't, you know what? She can't handle all of this stuff when she see her name and stuff. She start to panic or something. And I don't want to I don't she got this fight coming up on the 22nd, and I want her to stay focused because she's zooming in on everybody that's using her name. She is. So I put us to shame if this is true. Because, all right, now she saying that she would never, well, she's saying, why would I do that and I'm down with God? Clarissa, if you down with God and your man, your fiance, is putting the six emoji thingy around his eyes, the six around his eyes, that doesn't work that way. Y'all both supposed to be on the same page. Clarissa, you're not seeing the big picture. And this was worrying me about you. Because sometimes when you in the industry, they want something from you. Okay? Like you said, Pat, if it wasn't for Papoose, I wouldn't have signed this. What you should have did was talk to Papoose before you even, real talk to Papoose. Not no little, yeah, this is my man and he said to go for it. No, bro. It's codes behind this industry stuff. You got yourself stuck in a hard spot. I'm telling you, Clarissa. And you're going to see it. Because if you think Papoose ain't just throwing up them sixes with his eye like that, he have to let them know, hey, I'm down for this. And I heard you today saying, oh, but I'm down with God. Listen, you're going to have to make a choice. They're going to try to make you make a choice, Clarissa. And I think you fail to realize this. I think you fail to realize that you got yourself stuck in the industry confusion because this is what they do. So you better get used to it. Will Papoose go to church with you? You said you down with God, right, Clarissa? I'm just trying to prepare you for what's to come because I see it. I love music, so I know how the industry rock. Okay, I don't. I mean, I just love music, but I know once they get you in a spot where they want you, like how they got you, they're gonna want you to give something up. So I don't know what it's gonna be. Papoose know. That's why he doing the sixes. If you down with God, is Papoose down with God too? Can y'all go to church together? I got 2 likes. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Did he didn't do it? Did he's in jail? Without no bail. Because from my understanding, Clarissa's sister is nervous now because she want to, sacrifice me in so many ways. Now Clarissa came on here explaining herself like, why would I want to do that? And I'm down with God. You might be down with God, but the contract you signed isn't down with God. This is going to come out, Clarissa. So hopefully I'm the first one to let you get a reality check to realize that this is how they work. And especially you saying Papoose was the one that convinced you to let's do this, baby. Let's do it. Papoose know the industry. Papoose know the industry like the palm of his hand. You don't. You don't know the industry like Papoose know the industry. Papoose know most of the time when you do deals of this big, they want you to feed them. They want you to feed them something, someone. I hate to say it like this, but that's what they looking for. Girl, I kind of blame Papoose though for this part because he shouldn't have thrown up them eyes that 6 over his eye like that. Why would you do that? But then and again, it's the way that they have to let him know, hey, I'm down. He got to let his people, his puppet masters, who's over him, hey, look, I'm all game for it. But now I got to convince my wife. You his wife, right? I got to convince my wife to get down with it too. So you better tell him, look, I want to go to church Sunday. I want you to dress in your best suit. I want you suited up and booted it up. I want it all. I'm going to wear my pumps, my red bottoms. We're going to be holding hands and we're going to church. And a matter of fact, tell Papoose you want him to get baptized and see what happened to him. Watch how he run from the church. He's going to start running. Tell him you want him to get baptized. Both of y'all to get baptized at the same time. See if he'll do it. If I see Papoose get dunked in the water, Clarissa, I'll get in the boxing ring with you. No, well, I'm just joking. That was a joke. I will not fight the Gwalt. Okay. But from what I'm hearing, this sister is scared for some reason. What spooked her? What spooked her, Clarissa, that she came out and said that you're trying to sacrifice her? What spooked her to say that? Because you're not, if you think you could just do whatever you want to signing this big major deal that you signed, you crazy, Clarissa. I'm not saying this to be, I'm trying to let you know that I know the industry. I know the industry. I know how they are. They're evil. The industry, some of them, not all of them. But as we can see, you throwing up the 6s is a sign. He's sitting right next to you doing that. And you acting like it's something he do on a regular. You just a talking and not even saying put your hand down or don't do that. Why are you doing that? I'm a woman of God. Stop thinking we against you. We here to help you, Clarissa. It's time for you to, after the fight, I think you need to just leave Papoose alone because you're going to find yourself in some serious shit. No cap. Did I do 3 likes? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Did he didn't do it? Did he's in jail without no bail? He's going to hell. But the industry want what's theirs too. They want to be fed their kind of way, fed. So you need to talk to Papoose about, okay, so what does 6 over the I mean? What is that he was doing the last time y'all was at the game? He did it loud and clear. He wanted everybody to see. That's why your sister is nervous. She's saying, am I going to be one of the ones that, they might try to take out allegedly? Everybody around you might be feeling like that now because they see what happened. You signed something humongous and you got to shed something. Something got to shed. Like, for instance, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying allegedly. You see how they were saying Gilly and Wallow with his son Cheese? I'm not saying that, but that was the rumor. People was thinking, oh, what did he do when he got that 80, what they got? $800 million or some shit. $100 million. $100 million. Right after that, what happened in Poor Cheese? I'm just saying, everybody ran with it. Oh, they had to take this poor boy out. You know what I'm saying? So this is just food for thought, Clarissa. Nobody is trying to be against you. Nobody care about you and Pat being together. We care more about what's coming out of this for you. Are you just going to go into the sunset and live happily ever after? Because I think that's what you want, and I think that's what you think. But I don't think it's going to happen that way because your husband is throwing up the devil sign, okay? And you over here defending yourself saying, but I'm with God. Why would I want to do that? I'm with God. Honey, just think about what I'm saying because I got a feeling you may come across my channel too. Think about what I'm saying. If this makes sense to you, Clarissa, Smoothie Moody _ IG, just let me know. Now listen, you just signed a lucrative deal, a humongous deal. Okay? Okay. Now listen. You signed an $8 million deal, right? Now listen. You said in your own words, if it wasn't for Papoose, I wouldn't have done it because you trust your man. That's your man. You're standing by your man. Like Tammy Wynette, you're standing by your man. But is it a good decision? Is what you got to ask your man. Was this a good decision that I signed? And was there a lawyer involved? Did the lawyer say, okay, you know what? I ain't got to give up no royalties. I don't owe these people nothing. I don't owe them no. You know what they like to eat. Like they said on Epstein Island, for instance. Allegedly. So you better think hard before you just start jumping down everybody's throat. Because you might get the last. You gonna be the clown, the butt. How they say it? The clown butt joke, whatever, however you want to put it. That's how it's gonna be. You're gonna be the butt of the joke. It's all gonna be on you. And then you're gonna say them bloggers was just trying to warn me. That's why your sister is scared. She's seeing what Pat putting up the 6s, and you're supposed to be a woman of God. If y'all going to be together and you're a woman of God, you got to tell him to snap out of it and don't be throwing up no devil signs when y'all out and about because it don't look right. You're a woman of God. You love God. You love church. Tell him you want to go to church. No cat. What day is Valentine's Day on? Go to church on Valentine's Day. Shoot. Up here playing around, yo. They need to stop doing that. They know you're not seasoned with this stuff, with this The sixes over the eyes and all of that bullshit. Why he do that? Why? Did you ask him why he did that? Or you just didn't care? I'm saying, all I want you to do, sis, is think about this. Think about these things, what I'm saying. That big deal don't come without something. They want something in return, and it ain't just a fight. You think them fights are just a little bonus. They want something bigger than that. That fight ain't shit. You think that fight is something, and you signed a contract, so you're gonna have to figure something out. Why you think? Gilly was taking so long to sign a contract, hugging the bottle, kissing the bottle, and doing all this crying? Yo, for all that money, we made it. Why am I crying? Because he knew what he had to do. You sat there, y'all sat together. When y'all was, you, Papoose, and him, y'all all was sitting together. What was y'all talking about? That day when y'all had that little, y'all was at the conference table. What was he telling you? You got to start asking these questions, Clarissa, because it's going to come up, whether you like it or not. And I ain't even no industry person. Thank God. Because they so wicked, and they're not going to tell you until that time comes. They're going to wait till after these fights is over, and they're going to tell you, look, you got to do something. We need more than this. In my humble opinion, they're going to tell you that, Clarissa. Papoose going to be game. But you is the one that's going to be like, I can't, yo. It's almost like a bad movie. You're going to be like, yo, I'm down with, listen, God, I got God by my side, but they're not going to understand that. They're not going to understand that. That's all I'm saying, Boo Boo Kitty. That's all I'm saying. It's to just start to wake up. Stop being so naive and thinking that everything is so smooth sailing. It's not all what you think. It's not all what you think is going to play out. It's not going to play out how you want it to. You just think it's all like, I blame Papoose for this part though. I do. I blame him for this because you signed a contract. He convinced you, and you know you gotta give something up. According to usually with the industry, that's how they roll. I may not be 100%, but I'm pretty sure I may be 50%. I may be not 100, but listen, 50% of the time or more, they want something from you, close to you. Not your dog. They don't want your dog. This is a scary situation. Listen, girl, just focus on the fight. You're gonna win a fight. After that, get your paperwork in order. Look over that paperwork and some more. Look over it some more. Because when I saw Pat do that six emoji over his eye, I mean the six over his eye, I knew something was up. I said, "Oh shit, oh shit, something, something, something just ain't right." Hey, Kitten Master. Hey, boo. How you doing? Y'all put some lollipops in the chat for me so y'all can let me know that y'all in here. I want to see some lollipops. I love lollipops. I love to lick lollipops, and y'all are my unique treats. So if you come in here, can you please drop me a lollipop, even if it's for Valentine's Day? Give me an early treat. I want a lollipop. I want to see lollipops. But yeah, like I was saying, if you think you just signed that deal for nothing, they knew what they was doing. You're the only one that didn't know, Clarissa. And it's sad. It's sad. Pep ain't tell you that part. Ooh, I got lollipops and hearts. What? I got it going on. What? Yeah, what? I got it going on. What? Yeah, what? Yeah, I just came on here to say that because I'm hearing now that Clarissa's sister is nervous. She's saying that Clarissa wants to fight her. And Clarissa like, why would I want to do that? And I'm down with God. So you get the concept of what your sister is talking about. You understand what she's talking about. Or you wouldn't have said that. So you understand why she's saying that. You're like, nah, why would I want to do that? I'm down with God. You know what I'm saying? You would have said something. If you would have said, what? If you didn't know, you would have been like, what is she talking about? But you said, why would I do that? Why would I want to do that? And I'm down with God. So you understand what's going on. And they always want you to prove to me that, yo, it's somebody close. Yo, somebody that you love dearly. Prove to us that, yo, you will do this for us since we gave you all of this. That's how the industry roll, boo boo kitty. Kitten Master said, is this gossip? It's not gossip. It's just that I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to save somebody before it's too late. That's all. I'm not gossiping at all. I'm talking about somebody who I care about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, it's not that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Kent Master said that's nice of you. Yeah, of course. I care about Clarissa Shields. I care a lot about Clarissa. Like I said, before she went with Pat, I really didn't know who she was. I ain't gonna cap. But when they started going together, I thought they was a beautiful couple. I was like, okay, him and Remy broke up. Now he moved on to New Black Love, and I was all for it. But then when I started peeping the show, I'm like, yo, it's like a peep show. It's like, yo, what the fuck is this? I see things now that's coming up, and and I'm just trying to tell her, don't be mad at your sister because she feel that way. She could feel that way for a certain amount of reasons because your sister know the industry, and obviously you know somewhat. You know about it too, or you wouldn't have said, Why would she say that? And I'm with God. Well, yeah, your main partner is not, because he's throwing up the devil signs. That's not of God. That's not of God putting that thing over your eye. That circle. He did it very clear and in the camera. He wanted it to be seen. He ain't try to hide it or none of that. So, just when you get pregnant and you have this baby, protect your baby. Just don't leave your baby out of sight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would love to see the baby, how beautiful the baby is going to be. Just, cuddle it, care for it. Take it in the bathroom with you. Take it in the shower with you. Lock the doors behind you. All of that stuff because you don't want, no accidents. We don't want that. Because there's some demons out here. These some evil, spiteful people in the industry. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And I'm going to keep expressing myself until, because I don't want to say I told you so. I don't want to say that. I don't want later on this to come out and I'll be like, I told her. I told you. You should be seeing some signs already, though, Clarissa. I'm pretty sure you do. Besides this one thing that Papoose did with over his eye, I'm pretty sure you've seen some things or heard some things. So They don't just sign an $8 million contract and feel like yeah, yeah it's all hunky dory. No, they want something. They want you to prove to them that hey, you gonna do this for us, okay? Do you know the gender of the baby? And Kid Master, right now, I don't think there's gonna be a gender of a baby, but we'll see. You just never know. She plan on getting. She's supposed to be having babies soon. Okay, so we're gonna see. And when the gender come up, you will know. Cause I need shit. I would what? You and me and telling me what to sign. Get the fuck out of here. You said it with your own mouth. If it wasn't for Pat, I would not have signed this deal. You said it loud and clear. So, what was in that deal? Okay. But like I said, I'm not here to judge. I liked you and Pap in the beginning. I saw a beautiful black love. Am I still feeling that way? No, no. Because I'm peeping it now. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing shit for what it really is. At first, I was like my mother used to say, "You're very naive." I was naive, and I was just believing everything I saw. Yes, yes, they beautiful together. Pap, like you, the best thing that ever happened to him, and all type of stuff. I was like, "Oh my goodness." Did you hear what he said? The best thing that ever happened. Now I see why. Okay, but listen, I just wish you the best. I wish Pap the best. I want to see y'all live happily ever after. But first, you got to tell him, look, get these papers done. So nobody won't be talking about, oh, you messing with a married man. You messing with a married man. We know she's messing with a married man. It don't look good, but prove to us that you're gonna get. Tell Pat to prove to you that you want the divorce to get started. Start it. Get it started. If y'all gonna have this future child and children, you said you want four. From my understanding, you said you want four kids. Now listen, that's a lot of humping and grinding and getting four kids together, okay? That's a lot of work. Is that man gonna be there for you when that time comes? Are the papers gonna be finalized before you get impregnated? Because that's what you want. You don't want to have this you know baby with a pregnant be pregnant by a married man. You don't want that. I'm sure you don't. So first things first, right after this fight, I would be like, yo, I want to go to the court. At least we'll get something started, even if we step on the court and he come in the courthouse with me. At least that's a start. He made an attempt. Okay, I'm in the courthouse now. What? Let's go up to the goddamn clerk. Go to the clerk. Ask them questions. See what questions they got for you. At least that's a start. At least that'll let you know. Okay, then maybe he down with it. But if he say, look, I ain't got time to be going to no courthouse. Listen, you gonna take this or leave it now. I told you. If he's saying shit like, look, I told you it's gonna come when it come, yo. Now leave me alone. Cause we really don't know what he's saying behind closed doors. He could be saying, hey yo, just be quiet, yo. Just chill. Just yo. I told you them papers is coming. And you keep nagging me about it. I don't know if that's what's happening. But if you talk to him and he say, baby, no problem, we going to the courthouse tomorrow, then there's a possibility that he's really serious. But if he just going there faking a funk like, yo, I don't want to take off. If he say shit like, I don't feel like taking off all my jewelry, because you got to take off all your jewelry. If he say shit like that, and you got to put the phone in that goddamn basket, and he like, yo, I don't feel like going through that. I'm not gonna do it. Then there's a problem. Now, if he say fuck it, yo, taking off his wind chain, taking off his Salida chain, that big ass shit, all that shit, you know, and putting it in there, and they putting in them special bags for him in the locker and locking it up, then there's a possibility that he's serious. But if he go in there and say, yo, now that mean I gotta take off all my rings, my watch, my earrings, I gotta take off my jewelry, yo, and he'd be like, yo, let's do it another time because I'm just not in the mood for that right now, baby. I'm just not in the mood for that. Then I smell fish. I smell fish. You know, I smell fish. It's something fishy going on. But if he go in that courthouse saying, baby, yo, if he act, even if he acts, you know what's a plus? If he asks a bailiff to help him take the shit off, you know he's serious. Because you know that clasp is very, very, you know, and you know that he's tall and you're shorter than him. So if the bailiff then, you know, the bailiff, he's be like, yeah, yo, help me take this off. Make sure you, yo, give it to me in my hand. And you know, it's all hunky dory. You put it in the bag or whatever. Then you know, he could be serious. But yo, if he get in there talking about some, yo, I don't feel like taking off my socks and my shoes and all of this stuff for them to check all my stuff because my goddamn diamonds is making noise on my shoes and I don't feel like going through this, taking off this clasp on my shoe and all that, then you know what? He faking the funk. He's faking the funk. Okay. That's really all I came on here. You know, to tell this girl because I got a feeling that it's not what she think it's gonna crack up to be. Most of the times they do want something that you love more than money. They want it. They feel like, yo, yeah, you love the money, but we want something else, you know. The motherfuckers like the living dead, in my humble opinion. They gotta get their next fix. You feel me? They like the living dead. They start running around town and looking. It's like, there's all type of stuff going on, and yo, they gotta have it. So listen, honey, Auntie is here. Smoothie Moody underscore. If you really want me to tell you what I think is really going down, if you're not sure, which I'm pretty sure you're, like you say, you're not stupid, because if you were, you would have been like, you know, what the hell is she talking about? But you said, I'm down with God. Like, I don't do stuff like that. I'm down with God. It's not what you do, it's what they want you to do. The higher people above you who's giving you this 8 mil. So don't go out like no sucker, because don't let them change you. You love kids. You love kids. And I know you want some. By Pat. And you want to keep them. You want to keep them kids by Pat. Okay? So, honey, just be on your P's and Q's, IT's and U's. That's all I'm telling you, sis. That's all, sis. Just be on your P's and Q's, IT's and U's. That's all. Just keep your eye open. Your third eye. Keep that third eye open at all costs, because yo, you don't know what they doing behind your back, around you, without you, you know. Because I was a little kind of shocked when I saw you saw y'all sitting at the table with Gilly and Waddle. I'm like, what do y'all have to do with them? Why are y'all chilling with them? What was the big thing with them? After what they did, they signed $100 million contract, and then all of a sudden, you know, things went left. with his son. But I'm not saying, I'm just trying to tell you the things that I see, the things that make you go, hmm. Shout out to Arsenio Hall. Wonder how he's doing. But things that make you go, hmm. You know. So on that note, my beautiful sister, my queen, I don't know. I thought Pat was that king. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was the one that you couldn't touch on the chessboard. But I see he can't get knocked off in the wrong. Not like that, but you know. And listen, he gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe, and he gonna lead you with him. That's what I'm thinking. But you better learn how to say hell no. I bet you, hopefully, you'll walk away when you realize if that's the case. If that's the case, I know you're going to leave him then. Start looking for small things, the small details. Clarissa, start looking for small details that he do. Things that he say. Start writing them down. Write the time and everything. Record him. When he's saying certain things and you know they sound sus, press record. So you can have it for your records, okay? And then you can have an attorney listen to it. And your attorney will tell you, yeah, this doesn't sound right. You know, um, then he'll start digging deep. What contract did you sign and what was it about? You know, and even when he doing them putting them things over his eyes, start taking pictures. Those are evidence too. Start taking pictures of that. That's for evidence. When he putting the six over his eye, that's evidence. Start doing taking all of that in case of emergency, in case you know you be like, I want out. And I got proof to say that he set me up for this. And here it is. Got all the pictures in black and white with him over the eye and, you know, all that, you know, the signatures and all this type of stuff that here's proof. Look, he wasn't for me. He was just against me. If this is the situation, but it sounds logical to me. Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but it sounds logical to me. And Pat, you listen, you Pat, don't hurt my little sister, cause that's my little sister in my head. Treat her right, get that divorce, impregnate her, take her down the aisle, do whatever you have to do to make it right. Because everybody is turning against her for your selfish needs too. You're not innocent in there. Everybody talk about some raise your finger if you're being held hostage and if you're in a basement. No, you're there by choice. You're there by choice. We know the reasons too. But, you know, you could dip at any time. On that note, I'm going to leave this alone. And anytime I hear something that I think Clarissa need to hear, I'm going to bring it to the forefront so she can take notes. She got to take the notes. Anytime I hear something, Clarissa, you know where I'm at. Uniquelee765. Keep your notifications on. So when I come on, if I got something to say about something like this, it may not always be about you, but you can still tune in to my content. It won't hurt. You still will learn something from my content. But once in a while, when I hear things on these streets, I'm gonna bring it to you. Okay? If I see things on these streets, I'm gonna bring it to you. And I'm gonna let you know what to do. What I think you should do. How to handle it. Okay? Thank you for the lollipops. Thank you for the lollipop. Hey, my unique treats. Hey, my unique treats. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, yo, tune in tomorrow because I have something I was trying to tell y'all earlier today that I think there's a message that somebody need to hear. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow because I want to do my positive messages and things of that nature of positive vibes, that things that you need to hear. Okay? And like I said, I know um sometimes Clarissa do listen to some of us, some of the small bloggers. I'm one of the small one, Clarissa, but we be the ones now. We be the ones that's gonna bring you that real spill. I ain't talking about you. I'm trying to help you figure out what they may have planned for your future. And you may not even have a say in it. And they might be like, yo, you gotta produce this. We need this. Okay, I'm just letting you know. The industry sucks. We see it all the time. What they're capable of. So Anywho, tune in tomorrow. Okay, y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. I would say after noon, in the afternoon sometime. I'm not sure, maybe after 12 noon. So put y'all noties on, y'all notifications, because we're going to have a epic, 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 epic time tomorrow. I got some good treats for y'all too. So I love y'all. On that note, stay blessed, no stress. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love y'all. Peace.